Welcome to Sunshine Art and Drawing. Today for a different kind of video I'm going to be showing you some free Windows 10 apps that you can use with a drawing stylus and drawing tablet. I will show you some of my favorite ones and the ones that are good and bad. So definitely stick around. First things first, I'm just going to show you about the tablet that I have. I want to give a huge thanks to Tim who gave me this tablet. Let's get started. This is a Wacom Bamboo Model MTE450. This is like the most basic tablet that you can get. They are quite a simple tablet. They work in Windows 10. They're just sort of plug and play. So you literally can just plug in the USB cable. There's no power needed and Windows will pick it up straight away. If you want to be able to adjust things like what these buttons do and the buttons on the pen itself, like what they actually do, you'll need to download the Wacom drivers, which you just literally look up Bamboo MTE450 and go to the Wacom site, and they have the drivers still for it for Windows 10 and for older versions of Windows. Installed, it gives you an application in here called Wacom. I will find it, it's down the bottom. Here we go, Wacom. And it's this here, Wacom Preferences. And this is where you change the details. So you can change the scrolly touch ring, which is the ring at the top. You can change it from zoom to scroll to disabled, so on and so forth. You can set each button, and I've set them myself, but you can either set them to a keystroke or to a modifier. What they mean is like you can set it to be control. So if you do a lot of stuff where you need to press control and then do something, you can set that, or command or something like that. Or you can set it to a Windows key, or you can disable the keys altogether. And you can also set them to some common things like show desktop, switch application, that sort of stuff. And you can do that for all 4 buttons. And then you've got the pen settings here. Now I set the tip to soft. I've tried all the different settings. It doesn't seem to adjust it at all. And this as well, the eraser just flings back to the middle. So I don't think that it has the ability to tell that the tip is an eraser. I think it just sees it as another version of the same tip, but just bigger. It's weird. If you're finding an application doesn't work with the pen and mapping, turn off the Windows ink and then try the application again and see if that works. Sometimes Windows 10 can be a bit iffy about letting a program use the pen. So that's how you set the settings. It saves them automatically. You don't have to hit OK or apply or anything like that. You can just hit done. You can also leave that open, test it, go back, change your setting, test it out, and it's happy to do that on the fly. Like you don't have to close the program down and reopen it. The one thing that I found with this is, and it might have been the reason why my friend gave it to me, is the pen is covered in this rubber. I will show it to you there, and it's that rubber that goes sticky. So what I've done here is I've just covered it in this stuff here. Now this is heat shrink wrap. It's very, very cheap. I think I paid $2 or $3 from a computer store, and it's used for wrapping cables and things like that. And then you just use a hairdryer or a heat gun and it shrinks to hold on. You can't really replace these pens. I've looked on the Wacom site and on eBay, and the pens are anywhere from $50 to $100 for a new pen, which is ridiculous. The way it works is this tiny little piece is a type of metal, and then in this space here is a magnet, a field of magnetization on this, and how close this is to that. So if it's touching it, it will assume that you're clicking. If you're moving around just a little above it, because it's a magnetic field, it still works when you're minutely above it. So I'm going to angle this so you can see it will still work at this. So you can still move the mouse without tapping and be this far away. So that's quite handy if you want to just move around this, like you're drawing without drawing on it or something like that. It does not pick up your fingers. So unlike like a touch pad or something like that where you're trying to draw and then your hand is resting on here and it's picking up your hand, that's why you see people wear those gloves, because then that stops it from picking up your hand. But because this device can only pick up this special pen, no other pens will work. It doesn't pick up your hand. So you can do this, you can lean right on it with your hand, you can grab it really close to the tip and lean right in to draw something very detailed. You can come right out and like do this to do like a sketchier kind of way, and it will not pick up your fingers on here at all. I know that a lot of people, when they've got drawing tablets, they'll direct you towards using something like Photoshop to practice your drawing, but not everyone can afford Photoshop. Here I'm actually using the tablet right now. In Windows 10 it works like a mouse, so you can literally point wherever you want on the screen, and you can press on things like you normally would, but you can tap and it will open your menus. But what it also gives you is Windows Ink Workspace, which is like an extra option which gives you some drawing tools. So basically what comes with it is you get a sticky notes type of thing, very similar to the normal notes, but you can write in them. You get a Sketchpad, and then you get a screenshot tool, which allows you to take a screenshot of exactly what you're looking at now and then draw on top of it. So this one is what I was using yesterday. It remembers the last sketch that you did. So let's just save that sketch, and I'm just going to call it sketch 1, sounds good. And we'll blank out the page and just hit the little trash can to blank it out. And it's got some really basic tools. So it's got a ballpoint pen in a bunch of different colors, so you can write in like a pen type of way. It's got like a colored pencil type pastel-y sort of tool, which looks a little bit like, to me it looks like colored pencil, but I think it's trying to look like pastel. But as you can see, it kind of makes like a nice, more of a scratchy type of design. And it also shows other colors through it, so if you get another color and you can layer them, it's very fun for doing artworks. And then also you get like a highlighter type pen. This is in a lot less colors, but this will go over the top of your writing. So you can use it to highlight parts of your document, that sort of thing. It's very, very basic, but it's very handy for getting used to using this. But that's just the simple tool that comes with Windows. What I did is I hopped onto Windows 10 store, I guess they call it. I'm not all up with the names of it, and I downloaded a few different ones. So I thought we would give these a try, and the first one I thought we would try was Zen Coloring Books for Adults. So let's try and launch this. I installed a bunch of these before just so you don't have to wait through the installation process. And I haven't tried these out, so we'll find out together if they're any good. My computer isn't the fastest computer in the world, so if it takes a bit to load, it's sort of a little bit difficult. So instructions: swipe left for more packages, or click the mouse down and move the mouse to the left. To swipe for more artworks, click to continue. So let's have a look what they have. So this is free art pack number 1. So these are a bunch of mandalas. I don't really want to do a mandala. These ones at the end don't really want to load. Let's just do this owl. So instructions. So you pick a color from the side. Alright. And you can pen for normal coloring. Or you can shade. Okay, cool, cool. Oh, and you get some nice music too. I don't know if you can hear my sound. I did turn it off, but it might come through the microphone. So we're going to hit OK. I understand what we're doing. So what color should we use? Oh wow, there's a lot of colors to choose from. So I think we should start with like the eyes, and I think the eyes would be a bright color. So let's try this greeny yellow color. And I think I want to use the tap to fill because that would probably be faster and easier. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's working well. Oh. Okay. And let's try some of this brown maybe. Go for like maybe a stripe design or something on his chest. You could do this with the mouse. It doesn't even seem like you would need the pen. Like you could use this program with a mouse. Wouldn't be any problem. But it looks like you can kind of shade a little bit to make it look a bit more. Ooh, that was outside the lines. How do we erase? Is it that one? Aha, that is that one. Good to know. That does normal. This does kind of like a brush. I put the music on because we need the relaxation. Kind of stays within the lines for you, so you don't have to really be perfect. You can kind of just point and then move your little cursor around and it will stay in the line. So I can see this working perfectly for mouse or for a pen. So it doesn't look like an app you need a pen for, which is nice. I think that's good. But I'm liking how she's turned out. So if we zoom out a bit, there we go. So I think it looks nice. That was actually pretty fun. Fresh paint. Let's try that. So I'm trying to use the free ones, right? So this one seems to be free. So these are the ones I've been choosing. So I seem to spend a really long time on this one in particular. It's very, very different. It's much more of an adult colouring in type of program. Fresh paint allows you to literally paint. So you can paint in different styles. In this one I was just showing kind of like the watercolour, and then I did the kids one to see if that one will automatically go into the lines, but it didn't really want to. And then I did the tiger one and I zoomed in and tried to do like the eye of the tiger, see how that looks in the oil paint one, which the oil paint I feel like is a bit easier, so I'd recommend that one if you're going to start out with this fresh paint program. And here I'm just showing the sort of like doing the textury type one, but let's try a different one and see how we go. We will do Plumbago now that it decided to download and actually install. Let's give this one a try. We're going to add a new notebook. Actually what the plus does. We're going to make it purple because it's my favourite colour. And then the paper, can you choose the paper? Well, apparently not. You also can't do anything with this button. That's helpful. So apparently we're going to have lined paper. Didn't let me choose anything else. What's this? Oh, that lets me have how many pages are in my book. Okay, that's handy. Alright, let's do a drawing. So I'm going to draw with the pencil. I'm going to pick medium. Ooh, see, this is what I mean by colour choice. We could go for like a skin tone and we can draw a person. Say if you were like, you're in school and you want to take some notes, so you're like, I'm not very good at pretending I'm at school, but let's go like. I don't know whether that's just my handwriting or whether it's not difficult to use, like you could do it. I don't see why not, like if you forgot paper and you needed to write. So although you could use it to write quite a lot of notes, you can't write small enough to fit into the lines. You can export it, you've got like plenty of pages, you can pop in pictures and place them where you want and then trace, outline or draw on the pictures. You can change the name of your notebook, but you can't seem to change the paper. Also, you can close that out, hop into the next one that we're going to do. Now, the next one, lazy paint, no talent, no problem. Looks like it was for me. So this one was a little bit weird. I spent a full minute trying to figure out how to actually use the program. It won't let you scroll across the bottom, even using left, right, I'm not sure. must assume that I'm on a touchpad, but I did find this elephant one, and I had a bit of fun sort of doing the different tools, I guess, on this elephant. It works a bit like a filter, so it kind of has this grey kind of filter over the top, and what you're doing is almost revealing the picture in different ways. I picked one of my own pictures, but that made it crash, so I reopened it and picked one of their examples again, which was really pretty. It's like this night scene. Had a bit of fun doing that. What other programs do we have? Let's try Claycraft. Oh, music. Wasn't expecting music. Okay, let's play. Oh, come on, computer. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult, but you can do it. I have faith in you. So we have a little pot. So I assume we can touch it. Oh, here we go. You can drag it. Alright. You have to move slowly. That looks pretty good. Oh, that's really pretty. We can paint it. So we're gonna go for... Oh. Oh, the brushes are locked. Okay, cool. Ah, like, because it's rotating. You can add, like, band. Oh, cool. How much is it to buy the whole thing? Unlock a single brush by watching a video. That is not expensive. It's only $3.69 for the entire thing. That is a really cheap price for a game. Quite a fun little game. Oh, look, they make different games. Oh, that's cool. Like an art therapy thing. Oh wow, that's quite cool. Like, I think that's a really cool thing, and like, I assume you would get all these cool designs when you play it. Okay. But I think that's actually I think we'll end on that one, because that was actually really, really good, and I would recommend that one for like $3.69. It's pretty good to unlock the entire thing. I might see next time if I can find some ones that are not free but relatively cheap to unlock or something like that. Let's give this one a review. I think I really enjoyed that. So we're going to give it 5 stars. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching. Have a sunshiny day.